You should always apologize. Saying sorry is a great thing. It's a good thing to apologize and to say sorry. That's a great thing. But saying sorry and apologizing doesn't change the fact that you made a huge freaking error on a high octane game that could potentially have huge ramifications for either Inter, Juventus, and even freaking AC Milan. This is an L upon all L's, baby. So the big news right here. So Inter against Juve. Huge massive game. It was a massive, huge game against with Inter Milan against Juventus. Obviously Juve, I think they're trying to get into the top four, top three. Inter, top of the table, trying to pretty much extend their lead from Juventus. And there was a decision that changed the course of the entire game. It's 1-1. I believe on goal, and then I think Cambiaso assisted by Kenny make it 1-1. Kalulu gets a yellow card, I think, in the 32nd minute, and I think in the 42nd minute or 43rd minute, he gets another yellow. But this other yellow that he received, Bastoni clearly dived. It should not have been a yellow. It should have either been play on or even booking for Bastoni. And what happened was a second yellow, sense off, and due to the rulings, which we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about these down rulings. Due to the rulings, you couldn't look at VAR to have a second opinion on what was a wrong decision, but a decision that had a profound effect on the game. Because if you look at that game, that Inter only just won, last few minutes by your boy Zelinski, if it was 11-11, that could very well have been a draw. Or maybe you could have even sneaked in a win. So you can see why Spalletti, Chiellini, after the game, wanted to box up and smack the living crap out of that freaking referee. So it's one thing to be like, oh, no, that's bad and everything, but maybe the referee stands by his decision. If this runs, the referee said, well, from my point of view, how I view things, I believe that I made the right decision. So maybe that's happening. But this is where things get even bad. And this is where things get even worse. The referee admitted to screwing up. So guys, let's really read what this guy says. So hold on. All right, so here we are. Seria's referee designator has apologized for the clearly wrong sending off of Juventus defender Pierre Kalulu against Inter, but criticized those in the league who try everything they can to cheat the officials. Okay. So Kalulu was shown a second yellow card for the second minutes of Saturday night's league match, which Inter won 3-2. When the score was 1-1. He was adjudged by referee Federico Lapena to have pulled the shirts of Inter's Bastoni, who fell to the ground before immediately gesturing for a card to be shown, and he got the card. TV replays appear to show no contact had been made by Kalulu, but the video assistant referee system is unable to intervene for yellow card decisions. We're going to talk about that. It's a mistake. We're very disappointed both with Lapena's decision, which was clearly wrong, and the fact that VAR could not be used to rectify it. Gianluca Rocci, the league's referee designator, told the Italian press agency after the match. Lapena is mortified, Cap, and we sympathize with him. Fine. But I have to tell you the truth. He's not the only one who got it wrong. Because yesterday there was a clear simulation. The latest in a long series in a league where they try everything they can to cheat us. So that last part there is a lot of crap. I'm trying to save face. How long have people been diving for? Bro, I remember the very early days of me watching football back in 94. The first time I saw diving was at the 94 World Cup. I was like, wait, what are guys doing? Isn't that cheating? It was the name of the game. So if people have been diving since 94 and you've been refereeing since 1994, you have to be smarter and better to realize that, yes, they're trying to cheat you. Yes, they're trying to get the better of you. Yes, they're trying to make you think that this dive is really a foul. So you just have to be better. So that last part is completely stupid and irrelevant here. What you should talk about is you messed up, bad referee, let's review VAR. Because that's what I really want to talk about, because I'm sorry, that is too much of a big decision. To send someone off wrongfully, and it's Inter Milan against Juventus. And I'm AC Milan, and I'm hoping that Inter can drop points so we can take advantage of them after we just beat Pisa as well before. If I'm AC Milan, not only am I pissed off from my Juventus, I'm pissed off from my AC Milan, who I'm trying to chase my local rivals in Inter Milan. So it's a horrendous decision. Hold the L. Don't try to say, oh, well, no. Bastoni did nothing wrong. Bastoni is playing the game. If you catch him, you show him a yellow for diving. If you don't catch him, he wins. Hand of God. Remember Maradona? It's the name of the game. You call it cheating. I call it gid. Your cheating is my gid. I fully defend Maradona's hand of God. It's called gid. It's called gid. Bastoni, it's called gid. So it's down to the referees, the linesmen, and the technology. The technology to help referees. Referees are only human beings. They're only human beings. And VAR is there to see what can't be seen by the human eye with the speed in which football is played. So my thing is, if a yellow leads to a red, you need to go to VAR. So, a suggestion here. So we can't have every single yellow card be ruled, because then that'll just slow the damn game. So I feel that each coach has 2 challenges. You do that for, I think you have that in basketball. I think you've got that in the NFL. You definitely have it in tennis. So let's just make it two challenges each half. Each half, you've got 2 challenges. So you can challenge any decision being made and force the decision to go to VAR. So if referee doesn't go to VAR for a decision, okay, I want to challenge that. Because you have to have an instance where if a player is about to be sent off, you better be 100% right. Same thing in tennis. Bro, it's match points. Ball goes through. No, I think it's out. Oh, no. I think it's in. No. Cool. I don't trust your piece of trash fruit-selling human eye. Let's get eagle eye to see whether, in fact, scientifically, that ball was in, meaning, fair enough, I lose this Grand Slam. I lose this Open. But if it's wrong, I still live. Deuce. Let's ride. So there has to be a situation where Spalletti, seeing that Kalulu is given a second yellow, believing it's wrong, looking at the monitor and the replay saying it's wrong, can say, yo, let me use one of my challenges, get your bomb ass to that damn screen and look at that thing in slow motion and realize that, oh, Bastoni dived. It's not a second yellow. I still have my man, 11v11. Let's ride. Come on. Because I mean, it's because even watching it again, I'm like, it's such a bad call. It's such a bad call. And then there was an individual who was like, oh, but Kalulu forced the referee. It doesn't matter. Football is football. These things happen. You have tech that exists. It's right there. It's right there. And you can't use the tech to be like, wait, hang on. Because going down a man is a big deal in football. That's a massive deal. So before I send this guy off, let me be not 90% sure, not 95% sure, not 99.99% sure. Let me be 100% sure that this was the right call to send this man off, and this team now has to play with 10 men for 45 plus minutes. Madness. Absolute madness, man. As long as you just take off only your shirt, that's fine. Any other thing, you get a yellow card. You can take off your shirts and celebrate without being given a yellow card. That's fine, because that's football. With my ruling, Messi has the most perfect career of all time. If I was in charge,
he already does.
No, he doesn't. Mbappe messed up. You can't win on penalty. You can't.
Yeah, go
if with me, Messi would have had the most. Imagine you scored the golden goal to win the World Cup and cap off the perfect career.
But that would be the most iconic moment. That would be the most iconic
Imagine
moment.
Imagine if golden goal existed and
That would have been crazy.
that was a golden goal. Come on, guys, to score like this. Look, to score from there. From that angle, look at where it, guys. This is Neo.
To watch the rest of this vid, think about becoming a Football Hut member. If you're a desktop merchant, just click on the join button below, over here. Or if you're a mobile phone merchant, just click on the join button below the video over here and join the true elite content crack addicts. Peace.